Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel so soon after my last review, but I knew I had to get on here today to talk about this movie. Now, before I get into this film, I just want to warn you that I'm going to be talking about some very, very sensitive and serious subject matter, so, trigger warning going into this, of course. I just want to put that out there. And today I'm going to be talking about To Kill a Tiger, directed by Nisha Pahuja. This is the Academy Award nominee for Best Documentary Feature at this year's Oscars, and it follows a father, Ranjit, as he sets out to seek justice for the gang rape of his 13-year-old daughter by 3 men in their village. And this is one of the few times where, as soon as I finished watching a movie, I just wanted to get right on and talk about it, because this I luckily had access to. I really had some trouble though, and I'm going to get into that because this really is only available in Canada for free to stream, and you can't really find it anywhere else. So I was literally running on fumes with my VPN just to make sure that I could watch this film, and I literally ran down to like 300 something megabytes. So I was really glad that I did and got a chance to see this wonderful, wonderful documentary. I mean, this was probably the biggest surprise out of all the documentary nominees, especially considering Beyond Utopia didn't make it. I've got to say, though, I mean, 2023 is so fucking good. I really think that there was a reason that this film was rightfully nominated for the award, and for up to me, it would be the one I would easily pick to win the Oscar. This is absolutely phenomenal. This is one of the greatest achievements in narrative documentary filmmaking. I really mean that. And obviously, just the story itself, I have not been this enraged watching a film in such a long time. I was literally screaming at the screen. I was so mad about, the way people react to the gang rape of a 13-year-old girl. It is absolutely vile and disgusting and shocking seeing how some of these people in this village react to this, while you see this father, Ranjit, and of course his wife as well, some of the best parents I've ever seen. These people care so much about their children, specifically their daughter, to the point that they will hold their convictions true all the way to the end and stand up and fight for when literally everybody else is turned against her for something that she couldn't even control. And I think it's just absolutely disgusting seeing some of these traditional values of these more traditional societies. It's really sickening, I think. But this film, it also focused on these activists who are coming in to the village, trying to help them in their cause, and just the legal procedures and everything that goes in between. It feels like something is always happening. There's always tension. And yet again, it just feels so rich with drama. And I think that this is a point where great drama kind of writes itself, right? Because this does feel in some ways like a narrative is unfolding. The way you see these characters evolve throughout the narrative, it's really, really unbelievably compelling and surprising throughout this entire thing. And yet again, the way you change your perspective on certain people, because there was some people I was like so pissed about and so flabbergasted against, like, this is so evil, saying these things. But then as the story goes along, you really get a lot of surprising moments that I wasn't expecting. Especially one of the guys, he's like one of the main, I don't know if you call him an elder of village, or I forgot exactly what it was, but he is such an interesting person. That's all I'm going to say. And I felt like this entire documentary, whether it be Ranjit or his daughter, seeing how she evolves, because this girl is clearly traumatized by this event. I mean, who wouldn't? This shouldn't happen to anybody. And I think this quest for justice is something that's so emotionally compelling. And yet again, you really see the interactions between these people, and you really understand a lot of the dynamics at play in their own personal lives, and just seeing the lengths at which someone will go to stop the truth and how they reckon with that after the fact. It is unbelievable. I think this is one of the best examples of cinema verite I've ever seen, because a lot of times when it comes to documentaries, you only get like one side of the story, and you could certainly agree with that side. It'll still be effective. But here you get the perspectives from literally every single person, and you get to see a lot of, like, let's just say flawed perspectives on the situation at hand. And I think that's the thing. It really displays the full truth of what's going on. It gets access to all these amazing subjects who feel one way or another, whether it's wrong, whether it's right. So even though it is still sympathetic towards the subjects in this documentary, it's also showing every single side of it, and never feels one-sided. And I think that's the amazing, amazing thing about this documentary, and why I think it's such a feat in narrative documentary filmmaking, because I've never really seen a documentary so fleshed out to this extent, where I don't think you can really accuse any of this being, one-sided at all. It is really, really incredible. And I'd say if I have any issues with it at all, some could say that it's a bit dry. And I think on that note, it does run a little bit long at just over 2 hours, so you do feel the length a little bit. But then again, where the story ends up is so emotionally resonant and striking. And as I said, seeing these people all the way through the end of their story is something that I was so compelled by from start to finish. This really is one of the best films from 2023. And yet again, if it hadn't been nominated for the Oscar, wouldn't have even been on my radar. And the fact that this movie was shot about, I want to say 7 years ago, back in 2017, and the director had to wait on the permission of this girl to let the story be told. The fact that it all came together in this way is something I find unbelievable. It is such a human portrait. Yet again, it is so compassionate to everybody involved, and I think it reveals a lot of truth that a lot of people in certain countries especially don't really want to admit is happening. But I feel like this is a film that's so important that everyone should see. I really hope this wins the Oscar. I don't think it will, but don't be surprised if there's an outside chance that it just sneaks in and wins the award. I think everyone should see this film, and I'm going to give To Kill a Tiger a 9.5 out of 10. Yet again, one of the best movies of the year. I can't believe it. This is an amazing year for documentaries. And I think that this is right up there with the best of them and the best films of the year. So you absolutely should check it out. I'll put a link down below if you guys want to see the film. If you guys have a VPN you can use to kind of get access to it, I would really highly recommend it. I'd say go and do it straight away if this is something you're very, very interested in, because you're not going to want to miss this. This is a must-see film just for the subject matter alone, but just the way the drama comes out of all these people, flawed individuals who have so much to say and so much humanity within them. So yeah, guys, that's my review of To Kill a Tiger. If you have seen it, I don't think most of you have, but let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. And of course, smash the like button, subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Still going to put out my review of Wall of Eyes, which should be coming out very soon. And yet again, if I keep seeing more movies like this, I'm going to have to talk about them. So, you'll be on the lookout for that, hopefully, when my next movie review does drop. But until then, you guys have yourselves a great day and a great rest of the week, what have you, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Alright, take it easy.